Tragic accident or manslaughter? Those are the choices for the jury now weighing the fate of former police officer Kimberley Potter.
I am certain you realize this case is important and serious and therefore deserves your careful consideration. We will await your verdict.
Potter says she mistook her gun for her taser when she fatally and accidentally shot Daunte Wright. Prosecutors say she knew wrong from right and should have known left from right when she pulled the firearm on her right side and not, as she says she thought she was doing, the taser on her left.
Taser, taser, taser! Ah, he shot me. Oh, I just shot him.
The fate of Ghislaine Maxwell soon is going to be in the hands of the jury. There were closing arguments today. Prosecutors say that Maxwell helped Jeffrey Epstein abuse girls for years. The defense says, yes, Maxwell made a mistake associating with Epstein, but she did not commit any crime.
Adam, prosecutors told jurors Maxwell is a predator who got millions for herself by helping Epstein sexually abuse girls. The defense countered Epstein is the one to blame, telling jurors Maxwell is innocent. Prosecutors told the jury Epstein gave Maxwell more than $30 million over a decade to help him groom underage girls for sex. And they say she took a direct role in the abuse. When Maxwell took that money, she knew what it was for, and now you do too, Assistant U.S. Attorney Allison Moe told jurors.
Tonight, at least 375 now confirmed dead in the Philippines. These images showed the wake of one of the country's deadliest typhoons ever, Super Typhoon Rai, sweeping through the southern and central provinces of the country at the end of last week. The devastation only now becoming clear as the search intensifies for possible survivors. At least 50 are still missing. The National Police say more than 500 are injured too. These NASA images showing the more than 150-mile-per-hour winds making landfall as a Category 5 storm and barreling through the country. The scenes horrific as floodwaters overtook communities. Rescuers saving as many as they could from the rising waters, including this infant in a bucket.
Drone and airstrikes have killed at least 28 people in Ethiopia's Tigray region. Footage showed by Tigray TV, controlled by the TPLF rebels, shows images of dead bodies on the streets and the injured being carried away. The target was a market in the town of Alamata. Drones attacked the market and killed more than 38 people, and more than 80 people were injured. These are people who were buying and selling in the market. The head of security added that the attacks started last Wednesday and lasted for 3 consecutive days.
On Monday, the US reported the first death related to the Omicron COVID-19 variant. The Harris County Health Department said that the man who was from Texas was unvaccinated. ABC News reported that it is believed to be the first known recorded Omicron death in the United States. The US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or CDC, did not immediately respond to a request for comment on this issue. In a statement, the health department said that the victim, aged between 50 to 60 years, was at higher risk of severe complications from COVID-19 as he was unvaccinated.
Beitbridge border fence is one of the world's most porous border lines, and with the Zimbabwean economy down on its knees, illegal border jumping continues to spike. These people say they cut the fence to gain access into South Africa. They walk hundreds of kilometers from their homes to the border fence. Some are here to buy essential goods for their households back home. Meanwhile, traffic volumes are high at the Beitbridge border. Trucks waiting to cross over to Zimbabwe and beyond have formed an 8-kilometer-long queue. The delays are reportedly caused by scaled-down operations on the Zimbabwean side of the border.
International cruise line Royal Caribbean has announced at least 48 people have tested positive to COVID-19 on board one of its biggest ships. The Symphony of the Seas docked in Miami after carrying more than 6,000 passengers and crew around the Caribbean. A passenger tested positive to the virus and other cases were detected following contact tracing. 95% of passengers on board were fully vaccinated. It remains unknown whether the infections are of the Omicron variant.
Kosovo has reached a deal to let 300 of its jail cells to Denmark at an annual fee of €15 million to ease overcrowding in the Scandinavian country's prisons. The inmates sent to Kosovo will be foreign nationals subject to deportation after serving their sentences. Recently, the prison population in Denmark has jumped nearly 20%.